Hello, hello. Oh, I should switch to this right here. Guys, what's going on? Welcome to hashtag TNT JoeFi, tech news that Jerome Ortega finds interesting. I am your host, Jerome Ortega. This is episode whatever number you want it to be. This is also day whatever number you want it to be in quarantine because it's just been too long. Guys, what's going on? Today is September 2nd, Wednesday. It's 2:10 p.m. Central here in Chicago. Hopefully everyone's doing well. How are you guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Let me get into chat and say hi to people who have already said hello or have chatted in chat. Christian Thompson is first. Christian, you won for today. You are the winner. You receive me telling you you won. Christian, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Ishmael Harden is in here as well. What up, stream? What up, Ishmael? How you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. Brian is in here as well. What up, everyone? What's going on, Brian? Team Varai, there's like a bunch of police vehicles near our apartment outside. If they ever question me, I'm going to just tell them that I was just chilling to some tech news. Team Varai, what's going on? Hopefully it's not a big deal. Hopefully they're just who knows what they're doing. Team Varai, welcome, welcome. Rajiv is in here as well. Oh, it's the third in Asia. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. I have, it's great that I have such a varied audience that's all around the world. So happy Thursday, September 3rd to you, Rajiv. I'll see you there in 10 hours? All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's get started. I don't really have a ton of tech news to go over today, but we have a good amount to discuss. I want to actually go through questions that people left in my Pixel 4a video that I made yesterday. it was just like a 2-week update. I don't know why I thought I've owned my Pixel 4a for 3 weeks now. It just seems like I've owned it for such a long time. But yeah, I feel like I always have thoughts on the 4a. I think it's also because I'm ramping up for the 4a 5G. I'm actually getting kind of excited for the 4a 5G. This is so sad. I haven't been excited for Pixel phones in such a long time, and I think it's because the 4a has been very good to me that it's brought that excitement back. When I got the Pixel 4, I was not thrilled with it. And where is my 4? Oh, it's over there. I should grab that because I know I'm going to talk about that, I'm sure. So 1 second. All right. So before we get started, let me get into chat real quick before I miss anything. Rajiv, what are you doing? Just kidding. It's not the 3rd in Asia. No, it is, isn't it? What time is it in the Philippines? It's always, I can't remember. It's a good amount ahead. I should have like, ooh, that would be cool. On this wall back here, I should have like clocks with different cities of like all the regulars on all the regulars that come on the show, so I can see what time it is. Dude, that would be so cool. It'll be like a news. Oh man. Sorry. Thoughts in my head. Edgar Hernandez is in here as well. Happy hump day. Happy hump day, Edgar. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Team Varai says the 4A temptation is real. Team Varai was in Discord, in my Discord earlier, and was asking about buying the 4A or getting a Chromebook? Is that what you were thinking about? I was trying to summon Grant and have him help, but yeah, you guys should help Team Varai out. You guys should join the Discord if you're a YouTube member. Get some life in there. It's been very quiet, so I'm trying to get that going. Matthew Williams is in here as well. Good evening, sir. It's 2000. It's 2000. It's 20, right? 20 o'clock in London, 8 p.m. Your weight loss vlogs are very inspiring, by the way. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. When you messaged me earlier, I didn't realize that was you. Thank you. A lot of people have said similar things. So, my 1 year of weight loss is coming up on the 12th. So I have a special video coming out for that. Anyway, Matthew, welcome to the stream. We're not going to talk about that here right now. So Team Verizon says, by the way, it turns out it was some kind of domestic trouble with the cops. I see. Oh, there you go. You guys chatting. Edgar says you can't go wrong with the Pixel 4a for $350. You can't. I want to see another phone that you can get for that price point, brand new. I just don't think you can. Jason says, good morning. 3:15 a.m. in Singapore. Hold on. Wait a minute. I know you're from Singapore, Jason, because you sent me a super chat in what it is. What's the currency called? Is it called Singapore dollars or Singapore? I'm not sure what it's called, but you're in here pretty frequently. Are you up this late usually? Or are you up? Do you wake up or do you stay up late? Wow. Thank you for making these streams at 3:15 a.m. Tashar Chowdhury. I probably subscribed to this guy like 4 years ago, only here because this came up on my feed. You look different, I guess. Well, Tashar, welcome. Yeah, you probably subscribed to me for my camera comparisons, and now I do daily streams. So Tashar, welcome. If you want to stick around, you can. If you don't, it was nice seeing you either way. So SGD. So is that is that what you just call it? SGD? Anyway, Jason, welcome. Everybody, welcome. Let's get into Let's get into tech news. So we're going to talk about these other OnePlus phones. We talked recently about the $200 OnePlus budget phone coming out. It was nicknamed Clover. And so there are other ones, Lemonade, Billy, and Bengal. OnePlus is working on a series of budget phones that will debut later this year. How many phones is OnePlus trying to put out? how many price points are they trying to hit? So right now, we have a $700 price point with the OnePlus 8, a $900 price point with the OnePlus 8T, a $200 price point with that OnePlus Clover. What else? And now Lemonade, Billy, Bengal. How many phones is OnePlus attempting to make here? OnePlus is doing a lot right now, and I just don't know if it's I don't know if it's the smartest move. I really don't. So OnePlus is set to launch a budget phone codenamed Lemonade in the coming months. References to Billy and Bengal have also surfaced, suggesting we'll get a series of budget phones. The OnePlus 8T is also set to make its debut shortly, and it's codenamed Kebab. What happened to Clover? Or is there something else going on? Did the code name change? Let's read into it. We revealed last week that OnePlus was working on an entry-level phone codenamed Clover. I should have read the article. And now it looks like OnePlus has other budget phones in the works, with a new leak revealing Lemonade and Billy code names. Billy could likely be the next variant of the Nord and may feature the Snap 690. And we should hear more about Lemonade in the coming days. Oh, and the OnePlus 8T is on the horizon. And the OnePlus 8T is on the horizon as well, and it's codenamed Kebab. So wait a minute. I'm already not liking this here. I'm not liking this statement about the Snapdragon 690 being the next variant of the Nord. Are we not going to get a variant in the US of the Snap 765G? Are we not going to get a competitor, a straight up competitor to the Pixel 4a 5G? Because I want to see what OnePlus can bring when it comes to competition versus the OnePlus versus the Pixel 4a 5G. Or is this variant of the Nord going to be a competitor to the Pixel 4a? Because starting off the bat, with a Snap 690 versus a Snap 730G, it's already losing that battle there. So I don't know. That 690, what price point is that going to be? 300? Is it going to be cheaper than the Pixel 4a? Companies are going to have a hard time against a $350 Pixel 4a. They're really going to have to bring it, because I would love to test those out. I would love to test other competitors versus the Pixel 4a, because I have a feeling I'm going to have a hard time finding a phone that's going to beat the 4a. It might beat it in build quality. It might beat it in a bigger screen, maybe a bigger battery, but the camera is very important to me. And I don't know if anyone's going to beat the Pixel 4a in terms of camera at that price point. Obviously, we all have different priorities. For me, stock Android, a camera, a good battery, those are big pluses. Obviously, performance is a big plus for me. So seeing another phone with a slower chipset kind of already puts it out of the competition. But I don't know, maybe this is not the competitor to the Pixel 4a. We'll see. All right. We should hear more about Lemonade in the coming days. And the OnePlus 8T is on the horizon as well. Codename. Wait, I read that already. All right. So this tweet by Michelle Raman, Michelle, I'm butchering it, I'm sure. So tweeted, there's quote, Billy, OnePlus with a Snap 690, Clover with a Snap 460. That's the $200 phone. I'm wondering how much this phone is going to be with the Snap 690. Is this phone going to compete with the Pixel 4a? I know I just talked about this, but I'm really curious what this is going to be. And then the OnePlus 8T with the Snap 865, hopefully a $700 phone, and now a new device codenamed Lemonade. This information lines up with what I've heard from my insider source, and I can confirm that OnePlus is working on another device codenamed Bengal. So how many phones is that? OnePlus 8, OnePlus 8T, OnePlus 8T Pro, Clover, Billy, Kebab. No, that's the OnePlus 8T. I'm losing my train of thought. Lemonade and Bengal. That's 6 OnePlus phones. 6 OnePlus phones. Do you think you're going to confuse the consumer base? I think so. Maybe maybe all these code names aren't real. Maybe they're, you know, I don't know. Maybe they're trying to throw people off. I don't know. So OnePlus has limited itself to the mid-range and the high-end segment, so it's puzzling to see the company switch gears and go after the budget category. It's entirely likely the OnePlus 8 series hasn't received the mainstream attention that OnePlus was looking to garner, and the company is now aiming to boost sales, turning to the budget devices. After all, that was the premise behind the Nord, and by going one tier below, OnePlus is now going up against Xiaomi and Realme. That's all I got. It's a lot of phones, and I just don't know. I don't know. I don't like this strategy. I would rather. You guys know how I feel about this. I know that they're a business and they need to sell phones and make whatever money they need to make, but why not focus on one or two or three good phones? I mean, OnePlus, they still haven't gotten the cameras right. So why are you making a bunch of more phones? Yeah, I know camera's not everything, but I don't know. It's big for me. That's what she said. Let me get back into chat. All right, let me scroll down here. Brian says OnePlus hung out with Lenovo and adopted their dumb strategies. Ishmael says I'm good on that OnePlus. I don't blame you. Rajiv, your view on the Realme 7 and 7 Pro. Rajiv, I know I'm sure I've talked about them before. I honestly, if you want me to be honest with you, I don't remember the specs. You would have to either link me somewhere again so I can take a look at it. But it's hard for me to give an assessment if I don't know the specs offhand. Maybe I'll look into it later if I have some time. If not, you can DM me. I'll try. My DMs are flooded always. So like I try to get to everybody, but if you do need help though, let me know. Yeah. Starting some shit is in here. Starting, what's going on? Just checking in because I miss you, bro. I miss you, bro. I'm telling you, I miss you, bro, too. I work an evening shift now, so I got a nap before I go to work. I get the weekends off, though. If weekend streams start, I'll hold it down. Until then, stay safe. Starting, I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me know what's going on. I mean, right now, this 2 p.m. time slot is, it's set in stone until who knows if that changes. The only difference is if this ever becomes big, if like I can actually make this a full-time job, I would literally stream all day. It's funny because when I first started streaming, I was like, can I actually sit here and talk to myself for an hour? And I was scared. I remember when I first started doing these, I was scared as shit. I didn't want, like, I never knew if I could actually go through the whole hour. Now I feel like I could literally, I'd probably lose my voice, but I could probably do longer streams than an hour. Anyway, I'm kind of not ranting. I'm just talking too much. So starting some shit. Welcome if you're here still. If not, enjoy your nap. Hopefully the new job is doing you well. Rajiv says kebab in India is a dish made of lamb or chicken. You got to try a good Indian restaurant. It tastes awesome. Rajiv, I eat Indian food all the time. I know what a kebab is. So like my last apartment, it's not far from here. Well, I'm not trying to give up my location, but the last neighborhood I lived in the last neighborhood I lived in Chicago had some of the best Middle Eastern food. And they had some of my favorite kebabs. I'm trying to remember now. I'm trying to remember which one I would always get. Why am I forgetting? Oh, kifta kebab, but yeah. And then there's a bunch of Indian restaurants around here too. I still have to try those out. But yeah, Indian food's like some of my favorite. And yeah, I probably eat most of the popular dishes, but yeah. I like Indian food a lot. Oddweight is in here. Sup, Oddweight? What's going on, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I've decided to save up now, not buying anything till my Note 10 Plus stops getting updates. I again got confused for my laptop, though. The MacBooks are cheaper than ThinkPads by a lot. Really? Huh. Oddweight, welcome. Thanks for filling me in with what's going on with your laptop stuff. I want to buy a new laptop. I just need money. Ishmael says they're trying to be like Samsung. OnePlus, maybe that's really maybe that's the market. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to get the market in all sectors. Yeah, Team Verizon says they're doing that Redmi, Oppo, Vivo strategy for sure. Yeah, Paul says, well, it's BBK or BKK. I think it's BBK. Paul, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you, Paul. Ishmael also says, have you done a camera review of the Huawei and Google yet? I would really like that video. I know. Well, Ishmael, there's a particular stream where I actually went through, I went through a couple of the camera samples. Have you seen that? I can't remember which stream it was. I know. I've been so busy. I know that's not the answer you guys want to hear, but literally it's like spend 16 hours doing a camera review or work my job or my freelancing work and make the money I'm making there. Like I got to pay bills. And so it's just hard to kind of juggle all these things. Oddweight says, imagine people simping for Oddweight. Brian says OnePlus is trying to develop a hardware ecosystem for sure. I think that's why the OS is changing as well. They want people to know you're using a OnePlus phone and this is the experience you're going to get with it. And get more sales with their earbuds, potential watch. Yeah, I see that too. Rajiv says using a OnePlus 7T, very happy, but with many devices, they'll lose the fan base, which they got for the simple UI and timely updates. Damn, Carl. For sure. Actually, I have a little blurb about the OnePlus 7T today, so we're going to talk about that as well. So let's go ahead and let's continue on real quick. For anybody in the stream, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button yet, hit that thumbs up button. Where did I come up with that? That was just, it's so dumb. It's just a way to support, so I do appreciate it if you can do that for me. If you are not a subscriber, I don't know what you're waiting for. I'm the best tech YouTuber around. I mean, I'm just the best YouTuber around. Have you guys not realized that already? Like, there's nobody else as good as me. Just hit that subscribe button, please. Please, I'll do anything. Please. No, it's just a way to support. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right, I'm going to move on. I'll do the other marketing shit later. So what am I sharing here? Oh, the Oppo. We're going to talk about the Oppo F17 and F17 Pro. I don't know much about this either. Unveiled with quad cams and 30-watt charging. What a difference a few months make. The Oppo 15 came in January, but the introduction of two F17 models, I feel like I'm talking about airplanes. F15, F17, the F17 Pro. The two new phones are thinner, faster, and better equipped. The two new planes. The two new F17 planes are thinner, faster, and better equipped. Like previous F-series phones, they cater to the young crowds, the younger crowds. When I looked at this photo, I saw this one right here. What design is this here? I would buy this one. Oh, this one looks pretty nice, but this one looks intriguing. Whatever like design is on here. I know it's not coming to the States anyway. Both F17 phones measure a hair under 7.5 millimeters thick and weigh just over 160 grams. The designers carefully selected the curvature of the sides and backs to make the phones comfortable to hold. Thin phones can dig into your palm. All right. Both are powered by 4,000 milliamp hour batteries with the updated VOOC 4.0, which while still peaking at 30 watts goes from 0 to 100% charge faster. What? Okay, so it doesn't tell me how quickly though. If you're worried about battery degradation, AI night charging will help you sleep better. It leaves the final 80 to 100% charge for the 90-minute window before you wake up, gently trickle charging the battery. Oppo knows its audience and gives the important metrics. On the F17 Pro, a 5-minute charge gets you 2 hours of YouTube playback, an hour of TikTok, or 36 minutes of PUBG gaming. If you're patient, VOOC 4.0, there we go, can fully charge the battery in 53 minutes. Yeah, so that's about as fast as my Huawei P40 Pro Plus, but my battery is bigger. So, but yeah, it's about the same, it looks like. Speaking of gaming, the Oppo F17 Pro is equipped with a MediaTek Helio P95. I can't remember how good this chipset is, so please, if you guys have thoughts, let me know. Whose GPU has been optimized for low latency, lag-free rendering, along with HDR imagery and sharp textures. The chipset is paired with 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, and runs ColorOS 7.2. So it's a 6.43-inch Super AMOLED 1080p plus, 60 hertz refresh rate. So it's nothing special like they're saying here. It does look nice. It's a nice looking phone, right? So Gorilla Glass 3 Plus. So it's not like the latest and greatest when it comes to the display. There's a fingerprint reader under the display. Then the selfie camera right here, the quad camera. I'm not really going to get into this entire article here. So there's something saying air gestures allow you to say answer a call even if you're chilling in the pool and your hands are wet. This is totally this reads like a marketing ad. So the Oppo F17 Pro is now available for pre-order. The first sale is scheduled for September 7th. The price is 23,000 rupees. Is that right? Is that what this is? I think I Googled it real quick. It's around $300 something. So pretty cheap. I just don't know how good this Helio P95 chipset is. And so it's rupees. So I guess it's selling in India and I'm never going to get to see it. So the Oppo 17 also has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, 1080p resolution. And then this one has a Snapdragon 662. So nothing crazy to write home about. There's no price on this yet either. And that's it. I talk about these other phones because I want to stay in the know, but it's funny because every time I talk about these phones, like a week later, I couldn't even tell you what specs they had on it. I like to at least try to compare and be like, look at the price on this. Like, I don't know how good a Helio P95 chipset is, but a $300 price point is pretty cheap. And compared to what you can get in the States for $300, it looks like it isn't a bad deal. Which actually, I'm going to flip the story around because where is this here? I'm going to continue on with this story. For anyone that lives in the States, you can get the OnePlus 7T right now for $400. The one thing that I talk about on my stream pretty regularly is trying to get the best deals that you can. The OnePlus 7T brand new for $400, I think is a great deal. If you're thinking about a Pixel 4a, but you're a little worried because the chipset isn't going to be, quick enough, you want to be able to use heavier like performance apps, then maybe the OnePlus 7T is a better buy than the Pixel 4a, especially if the camera is not your number one priority. So I don't know if this sale is just for today. I have it opened here just to double check. And so you can get the OnePlus 7T 128. Sorry, I'm sharing. There you go. You can get the OnePlus 7T 128 gigs of internal storage for $400 US. It's the Glacier Blue model, or the Glacier Blue color, and it's the unlocked model. So if you're looking for a brand new phone, $400 is your limit. The Pixel 4a isn't doing it for you. You don't want to wait for the $500 Pixel 4a 5G with the Snapdragon 765G because that's still not fast enough for you. Then maybe the OnePlus 7T is something to consider. Just know that the camera experience will probably not be as good as the Pixel 4a 5G. 7T, I'm sure most people will find that phone performance-wise last you a long time. Even though it's not the latest and greatest phone today, it's still going to be a very well-performing phone even later down the road in terms of performance. The camera, yeah, I'm sure the camera is going to be good. It'll probably even be excellent in some regards. Just know that it might just not keep up in maybe some night shots, maybe some portrait shots. But if you're okay with that, and I'm sure they're still going to take decent shots, they just won't be top tier. this article, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything out on here. So on sale for $400 at B&H Photo, the lowest price we've ever seen on the device. So if any of you are wondering, go to B&H. So it has here we go. Snap 855 plus processor, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of internal storage, which is good for a lot of people at this point. Says here, the biggest difference between the OnePlus 7T and the Pro is the screen. The 7T has a 6.5-inch 1080p AMOLED display. The Pro has a 6.7-inch 1440p. Both support 90 hertz refresh rate. The 7T also has a slightly smaller battery than the Pro. Supports Warp Charge 30T. Again, not a bad deal for anybody who might be looking for a new phone, and $400 is your price point. So there you go, OnePlus 7T. All right, let me get back into chat before we move on to the next story here. Deepak is in here. Deepak, what's going on? Hello. Deepak, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Oddweight says, I think only Samsung has an ecosystem that could cover everything. Still doesn't hold a candle to Apple's. I mean, that's fair. I hear you on that. Oddweight says, Dave Lee, who is that? Because I said I'm the best YouTuber ever. Yeah, who's Dave Lee? No, I like Dave Lee. I think I'm gonna go off topic here, but Dave Lee, every time I watch his videos, he sounds like the sweetest person in the entire world. He has the most like calming, soothing voice. And like I sit here and I'm like, I can, because you guys hear me go off on rants, and then like it's not the most pleasant thing to hear, but I can just imagine like trying to be very calm and, hi guys, how's it going? So today we're gonna have a very interesting stream, and these are the things that we're gonna talk about. I couldn't do it. There's no way. Zane Baig is in here. What's up, Jerome? Zane, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Oddweight says that design is the Migos special. I like that. Alan Stevenson is in here as well. What's up, everyone? Happy hump day. Alan, what's going on, man? Welcome. Nice to see you in the stream. Zane says, got a question about the Pixel 4a. I see when you hold your phone to the camera, there's a light flickering on the top of the screen. Does it have an LED notification light? It doesn't. That light, what is that light again, guys? On the top there? Oh, is it the sensor to get the always on display to come on? Somebody please, I'm a tech YouTuber and I have no idea what that light is. Deepak says that back of the Oppo looks like the Moto G 5G Plus. On the F17. There you go. Deepak says it's the video camera capturing the light sensor. Oh, the light sensor. There you go. Look at me. I have no idea. Jason says, miss the Nokia days when you just remove the back cover and slap on another colored case. Oh, I totally forgot about that too. Oh, I like those days. I miss those days. Deepak says the 7T is still a very good device. The Snap 855 and it's the 855 Plus is a top-notch processor even in 2020. Completely agree. Brian says, based on getting a good price, $500, what are your priorities, Jerome? Rating criteria in the following message. Let's keep it realistic. 0 to 5 rating. 5 is flagship. 4 is high mid-range. 3 mid-range. 2 budget. 1 trash. Rate battery, camera, screen, camera build. Convenience features. Hold on. This sounds like a test. Wait. Based on getting a good price, what are your priorities? Rating criteria in the following message. Let's keep it realistic. Rate the battery, camera, screen, camera, build, convenience features. Hold on. Can we save this? I'm a little confused on like how this would work. Let me just move on first. I don't know if I have time to go through this one, but I like the concept of it. Brian, we'll talk. Rajiv says, for me, the camera is not a big factor as I hardly take images. See, and this is what I mean. People have different priorities, and I think it's important that I always state that kind of stuff. Work from home kind of makes you lazy. For me, good battery and bloat-free UX and performance matter. There you go. Fear the Roof 42, welcome. Hey man, do you know if OnePlus can use the Google Camera app? If so, fully functioning. Love the post-processing editing prowess of the Pixel software. Cheese pizza. Fear the Roof 42. So yeah, you can download Gcam. You can download Gcam on it, but they're not perfect either. Sometimes they have issues. Sometimes because like it's third-party developers working on it, or one person or whatever working on it, but for the most part, it works, I think 99% of the time. So if you have a OnePlus phone, like you can actually, if you're curious, Fear the Roof 42, search my older videos, search my Gcam videos with OnePlus as I compare them directly to the flagship Pixel phone of that year. And you can like kind of see for yourself what the results look like. So yeah, if you have a chance, check that out. All right. Rajiv says proximity sensor. There you go. Ambient sensor, says Ted. Why do we have different answers here? Deepak says, for me, software, reception, camera, battery, and audio from speakers are top priorities. Is this how we were supposed to answer this? I have a whole list of like, camera is important to me, software experience, battery. Did I say performance? I said camera. I will go through this later, but also, yes, I like speakers. Speakers are very important for me. And I forgot to say hi to Ted. Hi, Ted. Hi, ambient sensor. Ted, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hackney man. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Man, I haven't had a pizza in 5 months. Wait, why are you not eating pizza, bro? I just ate yesterday and now I can't eat until Friday. I don't want to talk about food right now. But wait, there's no Pixel news. I'm getting withdrawal symptoms out here. Hold on. I had Pixel news yesterday. Where were you, Hackney man? Why are you not here on the dot every day on time? What's wrong with you? This is your fault. Hackney man, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Jason says, just give me a Nexus 6 with a Pixel 5 with Pixel 5 hardware. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Fear the Roo 42 says, thank you, sir. As always, you're the man. I try. Deepak says OnePlus phones have a lot of compatible Gcams. Right. And just take some time to kind of like throw whatever is out there and test it out for yourself, because they do pretty well. T Develops is in here. T Develops, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Hello. How's it going? Nice to see you in here. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and let's move on. This article here from Review Geek is talking about LG revealing its dual screen Wing smartphone on September 14th. We just talked about this, and I'm already surprised that they're going to be unveiling it or revealing it or showing it off. If you're not familiar with this what is with this picture? Why is this the main picture? Why is it a picture of the ocean and like some weird, because this is the screen doing its thing. Is that what this is for? Is this like the teaser? Sure, Samsung has a few folding phones under its belt now, and Microsoft's phone gives you the dual screen effect in a foldable like fashion, but LG's Wing smartphone goes a different direction entirely. It flips out a second screen to form a T, and the company wants to tell us more on September 14th. Is it not showing it here? Oh, here it is. Ooh, wait, I haven't seen this. All right, I can't play the audio for you guys, but I'll give you a a play-by-play as I watch this. All right, so underwater water, dramatic epic music playing. Oh, see, it's doing the folding thing right here. So like so that's how it's supposed to go. Like imagine the phone was like this, and it goes like this. Interesting. All right. So that's all I got here. Someone may want to let LG know that Microsoft already has the rotating screen showing a wave aesthetic covered. It does. The wings form Oh, I just dropped my headphones. God damn it. The Wings form factor may make a few interesting use case scenarios, but only if LG has the software to back it up. We'll know more when LG does a full reveal in a YouTube live stream on September 14th, and we'll bring you the details. How do you guys feel about that? For the phone to do that. So imagine it's two screens, and then the phone goes like this. And then, because I've seen it like that, where it shows that kind of Tetris setup, but is it going to do this too? Like, what would that look like if it's crossed? I feel like this is the only thing you can get. So you get more screen here. All these new trying to like do something different deals. I mean, it could be good. I don't really know if it's the best thing in the world. I'm not sure. We'll see. All right. So the next segment I want to get into, I actually want to get into the Pixel 4a video that I posted yesterday. But before I do that, real quick, if you are in the stream, this is the marketing part. If you're in the stream and you notice people have green in their name, that is because they are part of the Phone Jerome fam. And you can be one too for as little as 99 cents a month. All you got to do is click on that join button. By joining, you get to have the green in your name, you'll get the red Chicago star next to your name, and you'll get to use custom emoji that you can use in the live chat. You'll also get your name in every single one of the intros and outros of my live streams. And a new perk that I'm adding in is that any paying member, whether it's the 99-cent tier or the $100 a month tier, nobody's paying for that tier. For any of those tiers, you get access to my Discord, my private Discord. So like, we all talk in there about phones, but I also talk about like my fasting journey because I have people who support me on Patreon for that. And it's just a way to like talk and chat. And yours truly, the best YouTuber in the world, is in there. So like, why are you not a member? Why aren't you a member? Just kidding. Anyway, you can join for as little as 99 cents a month. If you can't find that blue button, you can just go to youtube.com/PhoneJerome/join. And that's all I got. That's just my little marketing spiel for the day. So I'm going to go ahead and I want to talk about yesterday's video. I put this video out yesterday and I labeled it, or I titled it, "The Pixel 4a has been my daily driver for 2 weeks. Bang for the buck is an understatement." And I really think it is an understatement. I think this phone does a lot of things great, well, for the $350 price point. I think there are a lot of things that this phone does at that price point that other phones don't. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking about the camera. But the software experience, like, I can't find that software experience anywhere else. I'm not going to find that stock software experience anywhere else. I'm not going to get updates as timely anywhere else. Not for that price point. And for me, I think it is a bang for the buck deal. All right. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to refresh this to make sure I don't have, in case I have new comments. So I want to go through these comments though, because some people were saying some things and some people were saying other things. And I just want to like answer what I can and clear the air on whatever else I can. So this first comment here, let me actually, there we go. Oh, Jesus. All right. So this comment here from Axel Krom says, "Awesome review. Love your down-to-earth comments." Thank you, Axel. If you ever get to see this, maybe I'll clip this. We'll see. "What do you think about the vibration motor or haptic feedback on it? I'm considering buying it, but the processor worries me a bit since I'd like for it to last me 3 to 4 years." So that's a really great question. As far as the vibration motor or the haptic feedback, it's actually very good. It's actually very good. I haven't done like a pure scientific test, but the vibration, the haptic feedback, I think is on par with the Pixel 4. And the Pixel 4's haptic feedback is pretty good. So it doesn't like, I've used many phones with awful haptic feedback, and I feel like the haptic feedback on the Pixel 4a is great. It's nowhere near the haptic feedback on my iPhone 11 Pro, which is like the best haptic feedback on any phone. Apple's just really good when it comes to haptic feedback. Why Android hasn't really like kept up is I don't know. But the Pixel 4, Pixel 4a, great haptic feedback. I don't think I would I think you would be pleased with it. Again, if you own an iPhone and you know the haptic feedback on the iPhone, it's not like that. So don't expect that kind of like excellent haptics or whatever. But it's pretty good for what it is. So here's the second part of this though. So Axel says, I'm considering buying it, but the processor worries me a bit since I'd like for it to last me 3 to 4 years. So this is kind of a if but kind of question or answer. That's not the right term. All right. Here's what I'm trying to say is I think some of this depends on what you're using your phone for. If it is the most basic things, maybe it'll last you 3 to 4 years. I would also worry about the processor because I already experience a bit of stuttering, a bit of slowdown, and it's not with all the apps, it's with the heavier apps. Sometimes when I use Amazon and I'm trying to scroll through, sometimes when I've said this before, I use the TaskRabbit app and it's a lot slower than when I use it on my iPhone. And rightfully so, it is a slower processor, but like, don't think you're going to buy this phone and you're going to experience like zero stutter or zero lag. There's going to be some slowness on the phone. If you're worried because you want it to last you 3 or 4 years, I would have a hard time really recommending it for you. I would maybe even consider waiting for the Pixel 4a 5G, just because it's going to have the 765G chipset. And if you actually are planning to keep a phone, if you're planning to keep a phone for 3 to 4 years, then that 4a 5G might even double up in terms of performance for you, because maybe by that time 5G will be a lot more like universal, a lot more usable, a lot more worth it, right? So I'm not saying that the Pixel 4a won't last 3 years. I'm not saying that it won't last 4 years. It probably could. I just don't know how good the performance is going to be 3 to 4 years from now, especially if it's your daily driver and it's something you use all the time. I can only share that experience with you 3 to 4 years from now if I still have this phone. But I think I will, because my favorite phones I try to keep. That's why I still have my Nexus 6P. I really should have never sold my Moto X Pure, but I never thought I would be doing YouTube the way I'm doing it now. So, but I probably will never get rid of this phone either. I'll probably keep it until it dies completely. So, so Brian had a comment here that says, and I'm going to backtrack to this comment because it ties in with somebody else's comment. But Brian says, sounds like a good experience with the most important spec, $350. And that is a spec that is important for a lot of people. Price, for a lot of people, I think prioritizes everything else before camera, before the software experience, before the battery. Sometimes for a good amount of people, the price is what dictates what phone they're going to buy. And I think my job is to try to help you figure out what phone is best for you at the price point you're willing to spend. So I didn't see these replies under here. Passionate Technology says, indeed, Best Buy has the phone on sale for $300. Yeah, but you have to activate the phone there. However that works. And I'm not activating the phone anywhere, so I'd still have to pay $350. But I wanted to go, where is this here? So this comment here from Alex Packer says, if it lags, it's no good. No one wants a phone that lags. Oh, I should have made this bigger so you guys can see it. Again, Alex Packer says, if it lags, it's no good. No one wants a phone that lags. Alex, obviously, who wants a phone that lags? If I asked 100 people, hey, do you want a phone that lags? And their answer is like, no, are you stupid? Like, obviously, nobody wants a phone that lags. But what I'm trying to say, and I'm going back to Brian's comment here, is the most important spec, $350. Yes, Alex, obviously, nobody wants a phone that lags, but not everybody has $700, $800, $500, $351.02 to buy a phone. Maybe their maximum limit is $350 or whatever it ends up being after tax or whatever. Maybe that's all they can afford. And so people will take the other imperfections, such as slight lag in performance, because they would still want to keep that price point and they still want a good camera. This is how priority works. Okay? I'm just trying to drive my point across. This is actually why I wanted to do this segment, because I actually just wanted to focus on that specific comment. Because I read that comment and I'm like, yeah, like obviously, if it was up to us, we'd get the most expensive phone in the world with the highest end specs, but not all of us have the most money. So we have to figure out and prioritize what our priorities are. Like that's common sense. It's logic. My God. Why am I getting so upset? I don't know. Ishmael, I'm going to go through the rest because now I have to. So Ishmael says, very good review. The reality of some devices. I have had a glitch or 3 on my Sony, so I understand. So yes, common sense. Passionate Technology says, it really is a good compact phone that is similar in size to the Pixel 2 in the hand. I bought my wife the phone from Best Buy for $270 with a Pixel 2 trade-in. That's great. Sounds like a great deal. The one thing I love about this phone too is really its form factor. I think this form factor, what I love about this, even compared to the Pixel 4, is the fact of like this whole like full screen display and the form factor. These are 2 pluses I love about this phone as well. It's so good in the hand. It's such a one-handed phone. And for me, it's a delight. It's a delight. It's a pleasant experience. Javi Martinez says, I have the Pixel 4 XL, but watching this video makes me also, I'm assuming, want to get the 4A. Good video. Thank you, Javi. So Yusuf is asking, is that dual SIM, dual standby? So it's not dual SIM. This phone, the Pixel 4A, is capable of a single SIM with an eSIM. So I think you could do it that way. I could be wrong. Maybe you can't do it that way, but I'm not sure. But it's just right now, it's just a single SIM. So it's not dual standby. It's just one SIM in there. If it can do dual SIM, I would have to double check because I honestly have no idea. Zolfi is saying, which is the best among the Pixel 4a and the Pixel 3 XL if both have the same price? You know what? That's actually a good question. When did this come up? Oh, 2 minutes ago. Because I was going to say, I didn't see this question before. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pull the specs up of the Pixel 3 XL. And we might as well go through this question. So Zolfi is asking again, which is the best among the Pixel 4a and the Pixel 3 XL if both have the same price? So the Pixel 3 XL, let's imagine the Pixel 3 XL is worth $350, or you can get it brand new for $350. You'll get a slightly bigger screen, but you can see here, you're going to have a bigger bezel at the bottom. You're going to have this like big robotic face on the top here. So in terms of like the display, the Pixel 4a is going to have the Pixel 4a is going to have a much nicer aesthetic in terms of the display. Yes, the 3XL will have a bigger display, but did I say slightly? Because this is a 5.8 inch, right? So no, it's still going to have a bigger display for sure. So it's going to have less RAM on it. And I don't know what the battery experience is anymore on the 3XL. You know what? Brian is good to answer these questions because I know he has a 3XL. So he can probably provide some input as well. And then I'm just trying to remember what phone this is rocking. What processor? Is it the 845? where am I looking at here? So this phone is IP68 dust and water resistant. So you have that. Yeah, it's a Snapdragon 845, and I believe this 845 is still going to outperform the Snapdragon 730 on the Pixel 4a. The camera experience, I bet you the camera experience is going to be pretty similar. The 4a will probably, kind of edge it, but I don't think it's going to be by a lot, to be honest with you. Here we go. Brian is saying, battery life, 5 hours of screen on time, Snapdragon 845. So, pretty much sounds like a similar kind of screen on time, a similar battery experience on the Pixel 4a and the Pixel 3 XL. And then, sorry, I'm looking at the rest of the specs here. So the selfie camera, and then the main camera. Yeah, I think the camera experience is going to be similar. I don't know. I can't tell you much about the front camera because I haven't used the 3 XL in a long time. But I'm pretty sure they're going to be similar for the most part. USB Type-C, a rear fingerprint scanner. I'm like thinking out loud here if which one I would pick. So like I'm seeing what else Brian is saying here. Apps reload if you game. I see. Video will be better on the 3XL due to the processor. That's a good point as well. If I had to pick, well, which is best though? It's such a tough question. I mean, I think this is the reason that Brian didn't buy a 4A over a 3, over his 3XL. Brian's saying the photo experience will be slightly better on the 4A due to shadow and highlight slider. That's true too. I didn't even realize that they didn't put that on the software for the 3. That's kind of a shame. So the 3 is going to give you better performance overall. I don't think you're going to experience the lag and the kind of stutter or the slowness that you get on the 4A occasionally. The 3 will probably give you longer longevity. Will give you more longevity, whatever. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like performance wise, like stutter and all that kind of stuff. Battery will probably be similar. Photo will probably be similar, but like I was saying, the 4A will probably edge it there. Like aesthetic wise, I like the more all screen display that I have on my 4A over the 3XL. So I don't know what the best is because the 3XL will give you, if anything, just a better performance overall. The 4A will give you a slightly better camera. That's a hard question to answer. Yeah. So, Ramim, hey, Ramim, how's it going, man? Pixel 4a value for money, I think. I mean, yeah, for sure. But like the statement here is saying if both were the same price, which is better? Yeah. Okay. I got to move on because I can't go through everything here. I'm not really. Ruben actually pointed something out as well. Ruben, how's it going, man? Welcome. I will get to the other chat as well, guys. I'm trying to answer this question. What up, everyone? I'm listening to you while at work on my Pixel 3 XL, and I love the front facing stereo speakers. I totally forgot about that. So the 3 XL will have that as well. The 3 XL will give you, front-facing stereo speakers. Not that the 4A doesn't have like stereo speakers, because it does, except the 4A has one bottom-firing speaker versus two on the two front-facing ones on the Pixel 3 or Pixel 3 XL. So you kind of just have to take that and decipher what's important to you, because I can't give you that answer. All right, let me move on with the rest of these comments. I got a spam one here. I already went through Alex's thing. Hopkins says, nice and all, but where can I get it in Europe? Still waiting, still on the waiting list on the German Google store and not listed on German and not listed on German Amazon yet. I don't know if anyone in chat can help Hopkins out. Anyone know anything about getting the phone in Europe or in Germany specifically? I would love to help Hopkins out, but this is out of my scope. So, and then BCP, BCP is a big Pixel fan. Says, LOL, watching this on my 3XL, not my daily, but it was the closest to me on my desk as I headed downstairs to grab a bite to eat. Now I'm thinking I should add the 4A and see how well it works and to add to my Pixel collection. It's hard not to recommend this phone, even for people. Like, it's so funny that I have my Pixel 4. I have my Pixel 4 and I could be using my Pixel 4 and I don't use it, but I use my Pixel 4A daily, like exclusively. Here's the thing. I have an iPhone 11 Pro. I have $1,000 iPhone 11 Pro. I have a $1,300 Huawei P40 Pro Plus, and I have 2 SIM cards. And lately, I don't even carry 2 phones anymore. By the way, the other phone that has a SIM card in it is my iPhone 11 Pro. But I've just been carrying my 4A. That's how much I trust using this phone. That's how much I feel confident using it. Like, that speaks volumes. It really speaks volumes on my experience with this phone. BCP also says, at that price point, you can't go wrong. You can't. I can hear my wife already saying, I can't speak Spanish, so please don't get upset. Otro pixel, mi amor, por qué? I was gonna try to do it in a Spanish accent or do it like I can't roll my R's. Otro pixel, mi amor, por qué? That's as best as I can do, which I think means another pixel, my love. Why? Am I right in saying that? The replies here. Javi says, just buy her the 4A2. Brian says, BCP, I also have a 3XL. I'm curious about the 6 gigs of RAM on performance. I'll probably wait for the 4A 5G for the larger battery, screen, and extra lens. That better be ultra wide. So yeah, there you go. Am I missing a couple other comments here about trying to help who asked this question? Zolfi, about this? Yeah, so Ramen Vlog says, I love the full view display on the Pixel 4a, and I do too. I really like the look. I think it kind of, when I look at the 3XL and I see the notch or whatever, and I look at my 4a, I'm like, oh, I just like the look of the 4a better. Brian says, because the battery is trash on the Pixel 4, it's not trustworthy. It isn't. It really isn't. Software advantages goes to the 4a. So I agree. All right, let me scroll up, just make sure I didn't miss anyone in here. Oh, I didn't say thank you. Brian with the $1 super chat. Brian, thank you, man. As always, supporting the channel. Thank you so much. Thank you, man. Appreciate it as always. Brian on that streak again of super chats, like daily super chats. So Brian, thank you. What? Victoria's Secret Jerome edition? What did I miss? I stuff goes over my head because like I lose place of what I'm talking about. Oh, Rajiv says Android Police has a better looking image for the wing. Yeah, I posted it a couple days ago when I did that stream. I didn't pull it up. I thought it was going to be on there. T Develop says, wow, so many ways to imagine the foldable. For sure. I mean, I'm not going to knock innovation. I'm not going to knock what could be something. Like when CES comes around and you see all the crazy shit that's happening there and people are like, this is so stupid. Why would they do this? It's because they're trying to bring that innovation out. So like, I got to give credit to creativity. You have to. You really have to. Oddweight says, LG, pricing is the key. Don't mess it up. I already think they messed that up, Oddweight. Fear the Roof 42 says, new YouTube service, closed captioning, Jerome. Okay, let me scroll down here. Deepak says both Samsung and LG are innovators, but Samsung makes a lot more research, not only in innovation, but also on quality control, mainly in new types of products. That's a good point. Hackney Man says, lols, I was away and had terrible internet connectivity. Was a public holiday in the UK. Well, it's nice to see you, Hackney Man, for sure. He also says, question, do you think the release of the PS5 and Xbox will disrupt the smartphone market? Rumors are November releases. I mean, if it does, I think it'll be slight. I mean, maybe there are people, like maybe there are parents who want to buy new phones for their kids or their loved ones, or their side piece. But yeah, it might be minor, but I don't know if it's really gonna. I mean, I don't think the smartphone market is doing that well anyway. I don't think people are buying a ton of phones lately because most people aren't trying to get a new phone every year. So I'm really not sure. I really don't know. All right. Guys, again, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to go through every single chat in here. There you go. Fear the Roof 42 says, my wife said that I don't know why I read that. I thought you were talking about the Pixel 4. All right. Saul Wonk is in here. Saul Wonk, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. I'd say less than $150 would be a budget phone. That said, I tend to agree. Anything in the $350 to $600 range, I'd classify as mid-level. Fair enough. All right. What am I missing? I'm like trying to read some of this stuff, but I'm like, I probably lost what I was talking about in here. So I'm just going to scroll down. Hackney Man says, does the Pixel 5 have a plastic back? It does. If so, what does that mean for wireless charging? So Hackney Man, it does have a plastic back. And if you can see here, I use my phone a lot and I use my phone naked. This gets like, it's still a solid phone. I said this yesterday. I've said it the build quality is actually really good on it. It doesn't seem cheap. Like, yes, it's plastic. People know it's plastic. It does get a little oily from my fingerprints, but it's not bad at all. What does it mean for wireless charging? The phone doesn't have wireless charging. So if you were looking for a phone with that, you're not going to get that with the Pixel 4a. You're not going to get that with the Pixel 4a 5G. So if that's something you're looking for, maybe you're going to get the Pixel 5. Is it weird that I've been bitching about the Pixel 5 for a while, but I'm actually kind of excited to get the Pixel 5. If you guys don't know this, I am buying the 4a 5G and the 5. I want both because I want to see which one is really worth it. I'm mildly, not mildly, I'm excited for the phone. I'm just trying not to I'm not trying to like put those emotions out there too much because I don't want to be let down. So Brian says, I've hidden the notch on the 3XL from day one. Yeah, I forgot you could do that too. I forgot about that. I did that as well. When I had my 3, I also had a 3XL. I did the same. I hid the notch. Oh, there you go. Fear the Roof 42 says, loved my ultra wide on my old 3XL for family selfies. I forgot about that as well. The ultra wide for the selfie cam. What? Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I was thinking about something else. All right. Let me, am I missing anything? I think we're good. Wireless charging heats up my phone like crazy. What phone? Which phone? Wait, your Note 10, right? Your Note 10 Plus. I'm losing track of everything. All right, guys. It is past the hour, but we're going to do a little OT today. So you're welcome. You're welcome. You guys are not paying me OT money, so why should I stay? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. What do I have here to share? We'll do 2 more stories. And I'll go through chat one more time and then we'll call it a day. So this article from Android Authority says T-Mobile boosts 5G speeds in over 80 extra cities. T-Mobile has expanded its mid-band 2.5 gigahertz 5G coverage to over 80 more cities. The upgrade promises faster real-world speeds with an average of 300 megabits per second. This could help it fend off the speed claims of rival carriers. Here's the thing about was it 2.5 gig, like mid-band 5G or whatever. I don't know much about it. I need to do more research, but I think this 2.5 gig mid-band stuff is the real deal when it comes to 5G. And I think this is something that T-Mobile has already been trying to push out, but I don't know if they've made it available here yet. I guess I'll find out. But if this is legit, this could be a real, this could be something where I could start telling people, yes, 5G is now worth it, or at least to me it is, because I live in Chicago. I've tried it out. It works. It works from here in this apartment, through the windows, through the other walls from these other apartments that are in here. And maybe 5G will be worth it. But the only phone that I have right now that's 5G is my Huawei P40 Pro Plus, and maybe I'll have to throw my SIM in there and test it out if this is legit of what they're saying. So the carrier started rolling out mid-band 5G in over 80 additional cities and towns, a huge jump over the 8 cities that received upgraded coverage in April. Many of these are smaller cities like Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and Camden, New Jersey. Still, that makes the faster coverage considerably easier to find than it was in the past. You can see the full list below. The expansion comes thanks in no small part to Sprint's 5G frequencies and promises a middle ground between T-Mobile's slower but reliable low-band data and the fast but finicky millimeter wave access available for some AT&T Verizon customers. So to kind of clear that up, so there's more than just sub 6 gigahertz. So they're not talking about sub 6 gigahertz 5G. They're not talking about the millimeter wave. They're not talking about the millimeter wave 5G from Verizon that only works if you are licking their tower and, standing right in front of it. This mid-band 2.5 gigahertz is completely different, and I've heard good things about it. I've heard that it's an actual usable, legit version of 5G. Man, I should really swap out SIMs and see if it's working. Well, wait, is it available for Chicago? So T-Mobile is promising peak speeds of 1 gigabit per second. I mean, that's ridiculous speeds. It's never going to hit that peak speed, obviously, and average speeds of 300 megabits per second, which I would be happy for. I'd be happy to get 300 megs average speed. That's ridiculous. Both well above realistic LTE speeds. The 2.5 gigahertz service doesn't reach quite as far indoors as low band 5G. Okay, so it's not as good indoors, but it's much better at overcoming obstacles than millimeter wave 5G, which can even fail if there's a window in the way. Funny, I was just talking about windows. A 2.5 gigahertz cell site also covers a much wider area. Thousands more cities and towns will get mid-band service by the end of 2020. While T-Mobile technically has the largest 5G footprint of all U.S. carriers, this 2.5 gigahertz access effectively represents the true deployment for many customers. So long as its performance claims hold up in practice, you now have a more substantial incentive to upgrade to a 5G phone. All right, so Illinois, Chicago. Is this new, or has it always been in Chicago? Because I've never gotten speeds. I've never gotten speeds faster than about like 15 megabits per second down when I use 5G on my Huawei P40 Pro Plus. Should I try? I'll try it after the show. You guys don't want me to. I was going to go stand by the window and try it out, but why? No, I'll wait. All right, let me do this last story. I'll go through chat and then we'll kind of call it a day. So this article from Engadget, I'm talking about this because I play Rocket League. And also, by the way, if you want to know when I play Rocket League, if you just were a paying member, goddammit, and you were part of my private Discord, then you could see when I play Rocket League because it's the only video game I play. Oh, I'm really pushing the marketing today. Free-to-play Rocket League won't need PS Plus or Switch Online plans. I guess that's the story here. The release of Rocket League's massive gameplay redesign is mere weeks away. Psyonix is sharing more details as to what gamers can expect. So they're saying here, Neither PS or Switch owners will need to maintain an online subscription in order to play, which is great. Xbox Live Gold players, unfortunately, will. Well, that sucks. All right, that's it. That's all I'm sharing. You guys don't care about Rocket League. I'm not going to sit here and talk about that. So let me get into chat before we kind of call it. Oh, that's a good point, Jason. Totally forgot about that. So that's another good point. Obviously, as far as support goes, the Pixel 3 XL will update for one more year, but the 4A until 2023. That's also a good point. So I appreciate you plugging that in there. Okay, let me scroll down here and see what else I missed. Team Verizon says, I can stand a teardrop or whole notch. That's as far as I'll go. Fair enough. Ishmael says, saving up right now for the Pixel. Which one? I need 30-watt fast charging and wireless, as well as a 256 gig internal storage. Oh, are you talking about the 5, Ishmael? Is that what you're getting? Pixel 5? Pixel 5 fam, Pixel 5 crew. Brian is in here. OT for sure. Brian also says through the windows. Brian, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Fear the Roo says OT Jerome equals a better life. Is it? I really hope when I do these streams, it gives you like some entertainment for the hour. I hope it kind of like makes your day, because it makes my day knowing if I can do that for you guys. It really does. So Adway says, imagine if Jerome worked for Comcast. I did OT. That'll be a kidney. You can pay in installments though. I would never work for Comcast. I would never. Fuck that company. I probably just got demonetized for saying that, but I cannot stand Comcast. I can't. Actually, I need to bitch to them, because yesterday, right, we talked about duopolies and oligopolies, and Comcast is one of them. Where I live, I can only use Comcast or AT&T. Those are my only two choices for internet. When I got internet for this place, the only package that was worth it for me was 1 gig down, 1 gigabit per second down, and 35 megabits up, which is like bullshit. Why do you offer 1 gig down and 35 megabits per second up? Why is the upload speed so goddamn slow? But that was the best that they had. That was the best that they could offer me. I've been living in this apartment now for over a month. I am getting nowhere close to 1 gigabit per second down. I'm getting 60 megabits per second down. 60. My service is for 1 gig. I'm getting 60. I'm getting 1/100th. Is it 1/100th? I'm getting shit service for download speeds, and they haven't fixed it. And every time I try calling, it's like on the phone with Comcast for 18 hours, and I can't get a hold of anyone. I need to bitch at them. Thank you for reminding me. All right. Well, I got demonetized, so whatever. Team Verizon says, Jerome, I said the same thing about OT back in my old job. Yeah, exactly. Ishmael says, I think Chicago had 5G with Verizon for like a block at a major stadium. You could be right. I don't know which one it is, but yeah, a block. Good luck for anyone who lives around that block or is around that block for that period of time. I equally hate Verizon. So since I already said it, fuck Verizon too. I can't stand those guys either. I cannot stand them. Okay, that's it for today. Guys, thank you so much for coming by. If you guys have not had a chance to, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Hitting that thumbs up button helps me algorithmically, aka I think it helps people find the stream. Also, if you are not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notification so you know when I'm streaming at 2 p.m. Central weekdays. It's also just a way to support, and it's free, and it doesn't cost anything, because that's what free means. But guys, that should be it for today. Today is Wednesday, so I will be back tomorrow. We will have another episode of #TNT Joe-Fi. I don't think I have anything else. So, with that being said, obligatory wave, playing the music. See you guys. Fuck that up. Now I'm going to rewind this. Music playing again. Obligatory wave. See you tomorrow, guys. Have a good one. Take it easy. Bye.